All right, we're recording, and all we're really going to do today is look. This is a day where we had a big drop, and the people that are in here, we got printers and we got woodcuts. Y'all, if you have any questions or just any comments or whatever, feel free to interrupt me. But what we're going to go over is a couple of these alerts, and really, I like to look at the early alerts, the early alpha alerts here. So I'm going to look at a couple of these. And the way the market is right now, I think it'll be interesting to look at these in real time, because if it happens that we can still make money on a day like this, even with, everything going down, although, admittedly, if you look at ETH and some other tokens, where's my ETH chart? They have bounced off the bottom. So I figure that probably is the bottom, but we'll see. So let's just see what some of these alerts are doing in real time here. Let me go all the way down, see our most recent one. So, the early alpha alerts, is this thing recording right? Okay. The early alpha alerts is the one that you're going to find you're going to get the highest returns on. But the problem with it is, there's a good and bad to it. You're going to have to sift through more of the alerts and maybe do more of your scam checks in the token scam checks channel here. So let's see. Let me check one thing here. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I had to make sure somebody wasn't joining. I'm waiting on the engineering robo creator to join the group, and I gotta give him what you call it, the VIP role, so he can see everything. So Nova feed, when did this one show up? 12 minutes ago. I wish I had one that was more recent, but I'm gonna grab this one, go to GMGN. Of course, the people that are watching the recording or the people in here, if you want to use Deck Screener, you can use that. Looks like Nova's not a new launch, though, so I'm probably not interested in it. What I'm interested in right now, let me see, when did this launch? Oh, okay, that was like 2 or 3 days ago. This is a pattern that could keep going up. You're seeing MACD starting to turn up. What is this? Oh, that's the 4 hour. I don't want the 4 hour. Okay, so the 1 minute MACD is actually turning down. There's not much liquidity in this, so I honestly don't know that I'd even mess with it. There's no volume, so let's just see what else we can find. Again, for anybody that's new to the emoji, the way we have these alerts set up, if it has a seedling emoji, that means it is a new alert, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a brand new token, because, we set up these emojis just a few days ago. So if it recognizes it as one that's never been called before in the alert channels, then it will consider it a new token, which, it may or may not be. It could be a couple days old. But most of the ones like this will be new tokens. Let's see, BFC. Let's just see what this one looks like 23 minutes ago. And we are working on some new upgrades. I know I'm talking fast and going through a lot of things, so, just interrupt me or say something in the chat there if you have anything. I talk too fast sometimes. Let me see, what is this? Okay, so this is better, maybe? No, this is the second that this one launched. So, I think it is interesting. We can take the contract address and paste it in here to, of course, this thing's going to get in my way. Here, let me just open up Discord here on the web page. So I grabbed the BFC contract address, and now I want to see, when did this one actually first get called in our alert channels. And it looks like it was a few days ago when it first launched. Okay, right here. So early alpha emoji test, we had it open at one time because that was the first channel that we were testing it on. I've closed that channel now. And now what you've got is early alpha alerts. So this is the one you'll see right now. Let's see, so this FDV at the time was 350K. This would have been at 1049 on the 2nd. And that would have been right about here. So yeah, this one, what I want to show you is how powerful the early alpha alerts can be. Now, you may have still gotten a good alert for this in one of the higher conviction channels, like the 5X right here. Where's it at? Okay, so these are higher conviction, these first two channels here on the alert bots. So there's a chance that this one still called it in one of those, but you're going to find that early alpha will definitely give you higher returns if you're willing to put in the work. Because there's a lot of alerts in there. These are just a few alerts, maybe one every hour or something like that. But these will show up on early alpha alerts, maybe one alert every 10 minutes possibly, something like that. But you can see, I mean, that was a huge return, right? Even when the market was going down a day ago. Where did I say that was? I don't know, it was somewhere in here. So, like a 10 or a 14x, something like that. I mean, I'm looking in hindsight, sure, we want to be able to do this stuff in real time, right? So that's what I'm hoping I can find here, is that we can find a good alert. Let's just see if high conviction has anything. That was 46 minutes ago, 43 minutes ago. Okay, so nothing really going on right now, but these higher conviction plays, if you're new to our channel or new to our Discord and haven't really watched many of the videos that we've done on this, there is a way at one point where we were playing it based off of a support bounce. And I'm sure you've seen other people talk about this. Let's see, we'll just go like a 15-minute chart or something. So this one's been around for a while, since the 18th. What we would have done at the time, as all this was taking place, is we would have, if the alert happened somewhere in here, it doesn't matter where, maybe we didn't catch the first pump. For just a quick way to do it, I would have just pulled the fibs from top to bottom, or from bottom to top, and I would have looked for the 786 line. And then once it gets back above the 786 line, look at that perfect retest you could have bought right there. Hindsight, again, I understand that this is just looking in the past, and it's very easy to determine this, but these are the methods that we want to use to try to find support. Now, if we take this, from this bottom to this top, and we're waiting on a longer term bottom, then we just wait till this gets back above the 786 there. And sure, you'd be waiting till 4.6 million or something like that, but you're not wasting your time waiting on this thing to go sideways forever and then finally get out. But really what we want is I'm just not seeing any right now just yet. I was hoping one would show up. It just looks like the cabal's not really launching many tokens right now, if the last one was 18 minutes ago. I was kind of hoping we could jump in here and find one real quick. Anyway, my point is that it seems like recently there's been a shift where we're not able to find these as well. Like, this was the 18th of January. We got a really quick bounce over the last, when it launched, it took it about 3 days to find that bottom, which isn't too bad, but we would have been waiting for that bottom and then bought it and made the money on this bounce. But lately, since everything's been going down, right, it's been harder to do this, what we call the box method, or what we just, using fibs, because these things are just, they're trending sideways a lot longer, and there's no way to get that quick, that quick bounce out of it. And it will happen again. We're going to see some that are just going to pump out of nowhere once this bottom's found. But it just seems like a lot of these are doing this right now. Man, I was really hoping something would show up. When did this one show up? 31 minutes ago. Well, this channel here is just kind of tracking what smart followers are doing on X, based on the Moni X smart followers down here that we have curated. So it's accounts that we like. That's a shame, though. I was really hoping we could find something. What else can I? Oh, yeah, let's look at what Rod posted this morning. So Brit CA, he posted this at 9:35. If you're not following this thread, let me just, I don't know if Woodcuts, if you can see this, but sometimes you can't see that thread, but I'm just going to do that so you can see it. And yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so Brit CA, Rod called this one on 9:35. These are some curated ones that we do at times. If Rod likes what he sees, or if I have time to call one. Let's just see what happened with it. 9:35, where's that at? Maybe this bounce. Yeah. So it looks like, had you taken his call, and I'm not talking to Woodcuts specifically, I'm just saying you in general to everybody. Anyway, that's about a 90% move. So I think the thing to do during this time, for anybody watching the recording, or anybody here, is we have to be quicker with our profits right now, right? Because things are volatile. Before, we could wait for like a 10x or 100x if we wanted to, and they're still hard to get, sure. I mean, you're not going to see a whole lot of those. We'll see a couple per day. And then as far as the 100X goes, we might see 1 to 2 per week. But, they're hard to find, right? I mean, you got to sift through a lot of tokens to find them. So I'm not saying it's easy. But, the things have kind of shifted is my point, where we can't really hold as long right now, short term. We need to try to take our 2X, maybe even 50% profits. You don't even have to wait for a 2X if you don't want to. But Rod's plays do typically have a pretty good move in them, at least a 2X. So kind of keep an eye on that channel. Man, that is not cool. I was kind of hoping we could jump in here and find something.
Yeah, it's been a bit dry today.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I feel a lot better about going through some of these, and I mean, I could go through a lot of them and say, oh, look, there was a nice move on this, but it doesn't really serve anybody. I mean, going back and saying, oh, look how much money we could have made. What we really want is to talk about it in real time. I mean, we could talk about Nova Feed since it is the most recent one. I mean, the way I would have played it is, let's see. Oh, no, never mind. This is the one with low liquidity. I mean, if there's something that just doesn't have much liquidity, I'm not going to mess with it. But BFC might have been one 32 minutes ago. Yeah, so I want a new token. Leaving this. I'm looking for something brand new is the thing. Father, what is this, 3.0? Yeah, and I'm usually looking for something under 1 million if I can find it. I mean, we always want to try to get it as cheap as we can, I know. No, that's an older token. This one ended up moving up, though, for some reason. I mean, that one's been pretty much straight up. Man, all these are older tokens. What's going on? I guess all these older tokens are seeing a bounce. That one's 12. One thing we're working on, by the way, and I think I failed to mention it just now. I started to talk about it. Where's it at? So here, where is it at? Okay, this amount right here, we're going to make it to where it shows the accumulation. At first, we just set it up to where it would just show the amount that was purchased when the alert happened, from the smart money wallet. So of course, if you click on these top Degen wallets, or what's the other ones? I forget what it's called here. Well, anyway, I don't see the other one. There's another channel. Anyway, we pull the alerts from these channels right here. Yeah, right here. So top Degen wallets, high conviction wallets, that's where this comes from. And, when it pulls from those, how we had first set it up is it just grabs the first, whoever bought it, it shows how much they bought. But what we're going to do going forward is, the coder's currently working on it where it's going to show the accumulation. So this number may get up to 10K, 40K, who knows, and you'll know that there's more and more accumulation coming in. What I want to do after that, though, and I don't know if I can do it or not, is try to set it up to where it will also show, it'll kind of be like a net flow, right? Where, okay, money's coming in, but then all of a sudden it starts turning back down, and then you'll know that smart money is getting back out of it. So we'll see if we can set that up. It's a little bit more difficult on the sell side of things, but just know that we're trying to innovate and make this better and better. And what we have is completely unique, by the way. I don't know if everybody's aware of that. I don't know of any other group that does these type of alerts, using smart money and smart socials together, but specifically using Nansen. I guess that's what sets us apart. I'm sure there are people out there that are tracking wallets, for sure. This is a very good project, by the way. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. This is I say it's a good project. A lot of these are LARPs. I mean, we know how it works. 95% of these projects are never going to see the light of day. But, as far as the cult that's behind this one, it is a fairly new token. But what it does is, I think it's basically a bot dev. It's an AI dev. They'll code for you. So a lot of people are excited about this one. If it was to bounce, let's just see what it's looking like today. I mean, it would surprise me if it wasn't getting a bounce today, and that might be what it's showing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So 8 million to 13 million, not that big of a deal, right? And this is why I don't like to play, higher cap tokens. And when it comes to Degen plays, I'll call a higher cap token anything over 5 million, just because I want to find something that's low, right? And I want to find something that can have a lot of multiples much easier. And this one did do it, straight out of the gate. It went up to 76 million. But we know that when we have big pumps like this, especially something this high, it needs a long time to consolidate. So, a lot of people are looking at this and they're getting excited about it today, thinking, oh, this thing's just going to shoot off to the moon again. I suspect they're probably going to get a surprise that it's not actually going to do that. It might actually come back down here and test that bottom again. So we know market makers, they tend to do that. They have to entice price action up or down, grab liquidity. It happens with these meme coins as well. So anyway, if y'all want to check into this one, I kind of feel like I talked about it before, but maybe I didn't. But it's called Colway. It's just some kind of AI coder type thing. I think that's what this one is. I believe this AAA one is the same thing though. So these are two good ones to look into. Let me just see what this one's doing. I suspect these are all probably doing the same thing where they're having a little bounce today. Yeah. I mean, this one could keep going. Here's a pattern to watch for where you get this cup and handle type thing. The only question would be, can it get back over this resistance area here? Will it come up here and reject that? Or will it come back above and, keep going? That is a lot of resistance for it there. How much would that be? 2.5. I mean, you may get a little 2x move out of this, possibly. So that is another way to use these alerts. Maybe you can find some tokens that have been around for a while. Here you've got 11,398. We can actually take this and go over to Nansen with it and just see. And you can also click the last wallet that bought it. Or is it this? No, it's this one. Okay. Yeah. So you've got a token deployer address that we follow, and they bought 11,000 worth of that one today. But we can also paste it in here into Nansen. I mean, that may not be some of these don't have to be a smart wallet, by the way. Most of them are considered a smart wallet by Nansen, but we'll just see if this one's actually showing up here. Doesn't look like it is. If it was showing up here, it would be under the 24-hour change. So I think that wallet's maybe not considered a smart wallet. Yeah, I'm not actually seeing any buys right here. It's been mostly selling. But I suspect you'll see some soon. What do we have? Still 14 holders in this one. Okay, let me check chat. I completely forgot to check it. Oh, hey T. Tatiana joined us. So yeah, do y'all have any questions or anything? I mean, oh wait, we do have we do have an alert finally. So we got good AI. These both show up as brand new. Let's just see. Let's see if we can find something here in real time. No, that's not a new one, I don't think. No, that was 28th of July or January. I mean, really, I would watch MACD on something like this. I'd probably go down to the 5 minute at least. Go to your higher time frames on just trying to see what the trend is, and then go to your lower time frames to see if you got a cross down or cross up. And this one's pretty extended right now. What is the 1 minute showing? I mean, the 1 minute could be turning down. It's hard to say, but I think this is one of those. Is this another? Yeah, I don't know. This one's hard to read. There's not a lot of volume as well, so I'd probably skip this one. Let's just see what this other one's showing. Hang on. Okay, maybe this will be a new one. Yeah, this one's a day old. So yeah, I mean, we still can't really find anything that's brand new like this, but this one at least has more volume. See here on our 5 minute volume, we've got 250K. That's really what we want to see. But this is way overextended as well. It's kind of already had its move. That's what a 3x move or something really quickly. When did this one show up? 2 minutes ago, 10:42. I mean, it could continue. See, that would have been right here, the alert would have. So really you're about breaking even. You haven't really done much. But what I would be watching in this case, we'll just use this one as an example. I'd be watching probably the 1 minute MACD. And as long as my two lines are above the midline, I'm probably okay. But we're seeing this little 50% pullback of this big candle. I mean, it could come down to 1.2 million or possibly even 1 million to retest this breakout. But you got a lot of resistance right there, right? Somewhere in here. So I think it'll be interesting to see if this one continues. But I mean, we know how it works, right? There's got to be some kind of consolidation first. It's not just going to blast off usually. Yeah, there's just really not. Let's see if this is a new one. I'm trying to find some brand new ones for you, but there's just not much going on. No, not this one either. See, a lot of them are making this lot of kind of cup and handle, and then finally it breaks out. Or Adam and Eve pattern, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Days like this, I would probably just, not worry about trading these brand new trades too much, or, maybe check back later in the day. It's real choppy. There's not much going on. It's just older tokens pumping. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. It messed up. So yeah, those that just jumped in, hang on, I've got to set this back up to where it's on live. Okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes I accidentally join the voice chat on my web page here instead of my app, and it messes that up. This is still working, right? I think it is. Yeah, I think y'all can hear me okay. What I was trying to do is get to the chat. Okay. Was it really? Which one? Which one was in their chat, or the which one tweeted? Oh, the tweeted CA channel. Okay. Where's that at? Here it is. Yeah, I actually forget to mention this one. Oh yeah, there it is right there. 10:38. Oh, that was just 10 minutes ago, wasn't it? So 10:38. When was that? Oh, on the tweeted? Wow. Oh, it sure was 10:30. Well, where would that have been? Today's the 3rd. Somewhere in here. Yeah, somewhere in this area. So that was a 2x. If it was in the place that I think it is. Yeah, so somewhere right here you would have seen it. So yeah, that'd been about a 2x on that one, minimum. I mean, who knew that it was going to do this? Oh, is that not the right one? Okay. Yeah, there it is. Oh, wow, it did keep going, didn't it? Yeah. I just thought it was overheated. So 10:38 yesterday, somewhere in here. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so even now you'd be up 2x if you had held on to it, even though it's dipped a little bit. Yeah, so not much going on, unfortunately. maybe we'll do this again tomorrow or something if I have time, or Tatiana might want to do it one day too. I know she's working on getting a new computer to where she can. Does anybody have any questions? I know we don't have a whole lot of people in here. Or maybe y'all have some insights the way that you approach this. I was just saying, anybody that's in here, if they had any insight. Yeah, I used your name, didn't I? Your nickname. Yeah, this was just a quick. I just figured I'd jump in here real quick, and my hope was that we would find some brand new tokens that were pumping. Because really all I wanted to show is that's what we want to watch for right now, is like quicker 2x plays, maybe 5x. But the market's changed temporarily where you have to get in and get out more quickly. So I was hoping to find something like this. What'd you say? Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, true. I've been surprised, even on down days, like yesterday and today, there's still been some good plays in the alerts. It's just good to see it, and I really wonder, in a bear market, I know we've kind of talked about that before. Rod thinks that they will still pump during the bear market, but I'll be interested to see if you'll be able to make any gains during a bear market with the meme, like meme alerts like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, next year is going to be something. I mean, who knows if and when the all the money printing unravels. If it would be a worse bear market, or if things just keep going the way they've been going 4-year cycles. I saw some people talking about. And they're in the minority, but I saw some people talking about maybe the cycle just keeps going, which is crazy. I mean, it's never happened that way before. I don't expect that to happen. But they're saying 4 more years of just bull market. I don't think we'll ever see that. No. Hey, David. David's waving at us. Oh, here we go. Let's see, unbothered. Let's see if this is anything. When did this one launch? Okay, this was today at 8, so it's not brand new. 31K volume. The one that you just talked about a minute ago on the tweeted. So who is this person? Is this like a specific person, or is it multiple channels? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
thing of these people launching their own coin. It's kind of like Trump kind of opened the gates for these people to launch their own meme coin. But usually, you know how like it used to be back then, where like, well, not back then. It's not like it's 5 years ago, but like recently, you'd have you control the project, and then the contract address would be attached to the contracts. But it's a new thing now that it's not the project that you want to follow, it's the people that are behind the project that are actually launching the CA.
Yeah, that's true. I have seen that lately. I'm trying to.
That's why when you go into it, you have to know a lot before you get
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one recently that I saw like that. I can't think of the name of it now, but I know what you mean. So you're having to do a lot of digging, is what you're saying, to find these.
Oh, I bet I'm like doing insane amount of hours behind the screen doing this research. But like because of it, it's led me to some like really good projects because of it. So it's just by the end of the day, I'm just like that miser.
Yeah, so y'all definitely want to take, keep an eye out for this tweeted CA channel that she's got set up here under the research tab. And what this is, I think I probably explained it in one of the videos, but we haven't gone over it too much. This is a way for the people that really want to do research to find tokens that haven't really moved yet. You know, you're getting early alpha. You know, you're going to be watching the news here. Sometimes tokens will launch just based on the news. Or the Elon Trump thing, Elon and Trump posting in here, or not posting in here, but it's following their accounts. And then this is probably your more curated type, where you don't have to be looking through all the news. You just wait for something to show up here, and then you copy the token address, go look at the token, see if it looks good as far as the MACD, stuff like that. And then we have another one. These are basically the same thing in a way. These stealth launches, they're not going to show up that often, because what has to happen on these is the token creator or the project that we are following through Moni, they have to put the contract address in their profile, or it won't show up here. And same thing happens with Moni X Smart Alpha too. The CA won't show up unless they have it in their profile. So you just keep an eye out for, these are probably your most important ones, but if you like to do a lot of research, then you might want to watch these as well. And then this is just like a Moni Discover. I think this is the weekly one. You can go in here. I think everybody has access to this, but you can go in here and see what Moni, there are alpha people that watch for, different projects that haven't launched yet. You'll be able to go through here and look and see what the Moni score is, and see some of the ones that they're the most interested in. They'll do kind of a breakdown here why they're interested in it. So, this could be valuable to you as well. And then she's also got, Tatiana also has a Bera chain. She's very interested in this one launching as well, because she thinks it's going to do very well. So, you can watch out for what Bera chain is up to in that channel. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Parachain is good. Just want to have people understand that why it's also outside of stealth launches.
Yeah, that's good.
And I've done the notifications where like if it's in a stealth launch, it's automatically gonna come out if it's going to launch
Oh, for the bloom thing?
Yeah.
We probably need to do some kind of thing on that.
Yeah, you just get the bloom as an extension, and then write your settings. Then when you write your settings, you say like how much you want to buy for each contract address. I know you set that to, let's say it's 50 contracts. So if you want like let's say point one, then you put that in your settings. You set your slippage, and then all it does is there's this like start modify on the channel that you click on, and then next thing that's just on. So any contract that comes up, it automatically buys for you. They can also automatically sell for you too if you like, but essentially this one you want to click on.
Mm-hmm.
I personally know that works good in contract, but you could also do it for like any other channel that we have, like the new alpha alert or the 5x or the high conviction. But obviously that's a lot more riskier because you're getting a lot more contact address coming in.
Yeah. Well, I could definitely see the advantage with something like tweeted CA, like you were saying, because it only shows, or it only has one, maybe one per day or one every couple of days or something, if that.
Yeah, and you can track it too. So like, I feel like if I were to put it in like an affiliate outback, the sale closes, we're getting like three. But I guess for the most part, at least recently, I've been seeing that they've been repetitive signals from the same point.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing is that like let's say you have the auto buy in the early outback and your bot buys it the first time the CA comes through and that specific coin shows up three more times, the bot's not going to buy it for you and it just buys it for you for that one time. So I think that's like a really cool setting that it has.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to try Bloom. I use what is it? Trade Wiz or something like that. I need to try Bloom. It sounds like it's really good.
Yeah, so that's
Okay, y'all have any questions or anything? I know this is kind of a slower one today. There's not much going on with the alerts. Otherwise, we'd be looking at them in real time. I mean, that's really what I want to find is, something like this, brand new. And then we look at our MACD. Just remember, always like maybe 30-second MACD is what you have to start out with because the token's brand new, but always switch to your higher time frame when you can. This is probably a bad example. There we go. And then I'm in as long as, I feel pretty good as long as it's above the midline here. But if I get some kind of major cross down, I might get out. Would you have gotten out there? I don't know, maybe. You probably would have gotten out at least by here. So it just depends on where you buy it. But, I want to see these two lines above the midline, preferably, just because that's that's the bullish area up above here. And then you can always move to your higher time frames and see what they look like as far as the trend. But remember, on a new token, you're not gonna get all this information. You'll have to be looking at a 30-second or a minute chart, and then eventually you'll be able to move up to a 5-minute chart. So back test some of these with the MACD and kind of learn how it functions, on a bullish chart or a bearish chart, and you'll be a lot more comfortable going forward as you try to find places to get in and get out. But clearly that's an uptrend with both of these moving up. It would have been safe to buy there, but then maybe getting out right here where it crosses down. And I've got videos on that, by the way. For those that haven't watched it yet, you can go here to the the pin section and just click the most recent one. Okay, well, if there's not any questions, sorry, we were hoping we'd get something more than what we got today, but maybe we can do it again tomorrow. and we'll see if we can. It's just a bad time for the market, right? Nobody really wants to spend any money. A lot of people are fearful out there, but typically we're going to be the ones that are buying before a lot of people. So remember, as we just wrap up here, remember that you want to be accumulating, like with 90% of your portfolio at least, the long-term plays, like the ETH plays, because those are the ones that haven't had their day yet. We want to find things that haven't moved much. Try to find something near support, or at least near the bullish line that I have drawn on there. And we'll be looking, to sell these when it gets into March, April, May, somewhere in there. We'll be watching the market for you. And yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, there's some other base channels that we have here that you can find new tokens that are launching, or maybe you want to play some Sol or base plays aside from the ETH ones, but we really like these ETH plays that are in the long-term plays channel. Tatiana did a lot of research on those, and so did some people in the group as well, and Rod. But just try to have your money in some things that are at a big discount right now, I guess is what I'm saying. Like if we look at ETH, it had a huge wick right here, right back down to the support, and it's above our current support line. So eventually it is going to get back above this bullish line here. I can extend this. So once this breaks above this, then that's when the market will be ready to go. All the altcoins will be ready to go. So we'll see how it plays out. But I appreciate y'all joining us. Let's try to do another one tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have time, but I might. These are just kind of random. But y'all can jump in here at any time and, talk these things out, look at the charts together, learn from each other, keep talking in the Degen chat channel. That helps everybody out. It even helps you, talking some of these plays out with other people. It'll help you determine whether it's a good play or not. And then, of course, the thread, the Rod Stern Bikes, Soul Train. Make sure you join this thread. And Rod's usually the one that posts in here. I don't do it as much. But, he tends to find like 2x, 3x plays that you can make some money on. Okay. Well, y'all have a good day, and we will try to do another one tomorrow if I get time. And I'll let everybody know, 15 minutes ahead of time or something. All right. Take care.